The walls are closing in, the receipts are out, the insiders are talking, and this time there's no Netflix shield, no PR spin, and no escape hatch left. Because Tom Bauer is back, and Meghan knows exactly what that means. Something just detonated behind palace gates, Hollywood backdoors, and Montecito boardrooms, and Meghan Markle is spiraling. Not whispering, not bracing, spiraling. Because when Tom Bauer clears his throat, careers don't wobble, they collapse. And this isn't just another book announcement. This is a warning shot. They call Tom Bauer the Witchfinder General for a reason. He doesn't speculate. He doesn't hint. He documents. His last book didn't just rattle Meghan and Harry. It rewrote how the world saw them. 80 sources, names on record, timelines that didn't flinch. And back in 2022, when that book dropped, they still had protection. Netflix contracts, media allies, a royal pity shield. That shield? Gone. The Netflix show's bombed. The jam business imploded. The charity is bleeding money. Hollywood is quietly backing away. And now Tom Bauer is writing again. But here's the difference. Last time, he exposed what they were doing. This time, he's exposing who they always were. And there's nowhere left to hide.
Yes, unpredictable is, of course, Meghan. Who will she fire? Who will she hire? What will she do?
What is she gonna?
The problem about Meghan is she always looks good. She always survives. You never see a moment of weakness. She's a fascinating person. I mean, she's a person who started from nothing and has become a world global star.
Tom Bauer just made an announcement, and Meghan felt it hit her chest. Because timing is everything, and the timing could not be worse. February 2023, one animated episode, 22 minutes. That's all it took. South Park drops worldwide privacy tour, and suddenly Meghan and Harry aren't activists, victims, or misunderstood royals anymore. They're parodies. Loud ones, demanding privacy, on a global tour while begging for attention. The irony was lethal. And then came that scene, the pregnancy video, the one people whispered about for years, the angles, the bump placement, the way it moved or didn't. South Park didn't invent the rumor, they weaponized it, frame by frame. Cartoon clarity, Meghan dancing in a hospital room, Harry hovering awkwardly behind her, and then the unthinkable. The bump drops, hits the floor, a pillow. The internet didn't just react, it erupted. South Park did what tabloids couldn't, what critics couldn't, what palace silence couldn't. They turned whispers into punchlines, and punchlines into permanent cultural memory. And then they twisted the knife.
Wife who just wants to be left alone?
Yes! They're being super loud and I'm trying to work on my brand!
Police station scene. Computer screen. The officer asks, "Is this you?" Up pops Meghan's profile, sorority girl, actress, influencer, victim. 4 words, that's it. And somehow it said everything. Her team tried to stop the episode, tried to kill it before it aired. But South Park doesn't negotiate. They've roasted royals before, weddings, institutions, bloodlines. Meghan wasn't special. The episode aired. TikTok exploded. Audio clips flooded timelines. Respect our privacy became a meme, a chant, a joke that refused to die. And here's where it got dangerous. Hollywood was watching. A studio executive told Variety flat out, "No one wants that kind of circus. That's not embarrassment. That's brand death." Because once producers start worrying about the chaos that follows you, you're not talent anymore, you're liability. South Park didn't just mock them. They froze them in amber as a joke the industry couldn't unsee. Tom Bauer was watching, taking notes, seeing how one cartoon erased years of image building. And then Meghan tried to change the narrative. April 2024, cue the comeback. American Riviera Orchard. The lifestyle brand, the proof of concept. The see? I can do this without the royals moment. Headlines scream success. Harper's Bazaar declared the gem sold out in hours. Meghan, the businesswoman, the mogul, the Martha in the making. But behind the glossy copy? A glitch. A Reddit user stumbled into the back end of the website. One of those accidents tech teams pray never happens. Add enough items to your cart, and the truth spills out.
Pauses mid-interview to take a photo of her own face in the foam of her cappuccino.
What did the numbers show? $23 million in unsold product. 137,000 boxes of jam, sitting, rotting, waiting. Let that sink in. At her current sales rate, about 26 jars a day. That means 9 years to clear inventory, 9 years, and this is perishable food. It wasn't demand, it was manufactured scarcity. She launched with a few hundred units, created the illusion of frenzy, press ran with it. Sold out. Headlines everywhere. Then, armed with that coverage, she ordered mass production. One problem, people weren't coming back, and the artisanal fairy tale, also fake. That handcrafted at home vibe? Illinois factory. Standard operation, no magic, no personal touch. The glitch exposed everything. Inventory counts, sales velocity, warehouse overflow. And Tom Bauer has it all. Screenshots, data, receipts. You can't PR your way out of math. Harper's Bazaar didn't realize they weren't documenting a success story. They were documenting the setup to a collapse. American Riviera Orchard wasn't a side hustle. It was supposed to define Meghan's post-royal identity. Instead, it became a $23 million cautionary tale. And that's where the Netflix strategy, the charity implosion, and the staff exodus pushed this story from scandal into full-blown meltdown. The jam disaster should have been the wake-up call, the moment to stop, reassess, regroup. Instead, Meghan doubled down.
A few months, as did Harry, because his charity centre in Botswana was falling apart.
Netflix, again. With Love, Meghan, the show that was supposed to rescue everything. Not just entertainment, but a carefully engineered rescue mission. Cooking, lifestyle, soft lighting, cozy vibes, jam jars on counters. Every frame designed to funnel viewers straight back to American Riviera Orchard. On paper, smart. In reality, a ghost town. The audience didn't show up. Not slowly, not quietly. They just didn't come. The show didn't trend. It didn't spark conversation. It barely registered. Netflix handed her the platform, the budget, the production team, and the result was a thud so quiet it was almost embarrassing. Then came the holiday special. Worse. Holiday content is supposed to be bulletproof. People are home, comfort watching, searching for warmth. Instead, it vanished without a ripple. No buzz, no cultural moment, no second screen chatter. So she pivoted again. A cookbook. Same dishes from the show. Same branding. Same pitch. Except people noticed something uncomfortable. The recipes weren't hers. Food bloggers started whispering, then posting, then lining up screenshots. That viral one-pot pasta? Martha Stewart territory. The aesthetic? Joanna Gaines. Pinterest boards practically screaming in recognition. This wasn't inspiration, it was lifting. And Martha Stewart doesn't play about credit. Billy Sage and other food creators didn't mince words. The dishes were recycled, rebranded, presented as original. Another shortcut. Another gamble that no one would notice. Shortcut after shortcut. That's the pattern. Launch fast, borrow freely. Hope the audience doesn't connect the dots. Deal with the fallout later, but step back. Because the Netflix deal was supposed to be the golden parachute, the safety net after leaving the royal family. Creative freedom, steady income, total control. What did it actually deliver? One documentary fueled by royal drama. A polo project nobody watched. A lifestyle show no one finished. A holiday special nobody remembers. Netflix is still contractually attached, but the enthusiasm? Gone. No heavy promotion, no big push, no belief. Projects now just appear. Then disappear. And when the content fails, the products fail. When the products fail, the brand collapses. American Riviera Orchard wasn't lifted by Netflix. It was dragged down with it. Then came the part that made insiders really uncomfortable. Archwell, the charity.
Do a latte, a good old basic latte. You could do a lavender gray latte.
Because once financial documents become public, the spin stops working. In 2024, Archwell spent $5.1 million. They brought in $2.1 million. That's a $3 million loss for a charity. And here's where it gets messy. $913,000 went to salaries. 2 employees, nearly $500,000 each. Then another $2.9 million labeled other expenses. Security, travel, jets, lifestyle, vague categories, big numbers. Actual charitable giving? $1.25 million out of 5. That's not philanthropy, that's overhead with a halo. People started asking questions, loud ones. Donations dropped 60% in a single year. Staff vanished. 5 employees became 2. Paperwork wasn't filed properly for 3 years. Then suddenly, a rebrand. Archwell Foundation became Archwell Philanthropies. New name, same bleeding. In 2021, donations were $13 million. By 2024, $2.1 million. That's not decline, that's collapse. Donors didn't drift away, they ran. And when the money dries up, people follow. James Holt? Gone. Packed up. Back to the UK. Timing impeccable, right when things started rotting. Meredith Maines? Her exit was explosive. After the Kardashian party. Meghan and Harry attend. Photos surface. Meredith claims they filled out a no photos form. Problem? The form didn't exist. She lied publicly for them, put her credibility on the line. She quit hours later. That's not a career move, that's an escape. 3 staff members gone. NDAs ticking toward expiration. And when those NDAs expire, people talk. Back in 2022, former employees whispered carefully. Now, they're ready. Because they saw everything. The launches, the meltdowns, the blame shifting, the chaos. And hovering over all of this, Soho House. Harry called it Meghan's headquarters in Spare. Not her home, not an office, a private club. Soho House isn't casual, it's curated, invite only. Power networking wrapped in candlelight. And at the center, Marcus Anderson, Global Membership Director, the man who decides who gets in everywhere. Toronto, New York, London, LA. Everywhere Meghan went, he was there. Waiter to global director. Career acceleration synced perfectly with her relocations. Honored guest at the wedding. Inner circle access. Unlimited clubhouse freedom while she was still a cable actress. Connections matter. Photos surfaced years ago. Party shots. Networking moments. Meghan's team stayed silent. No denials. No statements. Just quiet. Because some stories are better left untouched. Now look at the numbers. 2019 UK favorability, 55%. Now, 20%. A 45-point freefall. That doesn't happen by accident. Hollywood nicknames started circulating. Dictator in heels, Duchess difficult, disaster tourists, not trolls, insiders, people who worked with her or watched others get burned. Every new project now meets the same reaction, skepticism. What's the angle? What's being borrowed? How long until it collapses? Tom Bauer predicted this arc in 2022. Even he admits he didn't expect it to unravel this fast, but the direction? Dead accurate. Everything he warned about happened. And now his second book is coming, early 2026. This one isn't about actions, it's about character, documents, financials, former staff, expired NDAs, data from the Jam disaster, Archwell tax forms, South Park's cultural guillotine. There are no defenders left, no success stories to point to. No goodwill to spend. The implosion is complete. Meghan spent years controlling her image, curating perception, managing optics. But this time, it's not optics. It's math, paperwork, witnesses, and Tom Bauer doesn't miss. When this book lands, there won't be outrage, just confirmation. Because the story already told itself. And this time, there's nowhere left to run.